Tomorrow on the 28th of November, we have the greatest fight probably in history, the main event of all main events, the #1 bout between two of the greatest gladiators the world has ever seen. Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. Nah, I'm joking. It is the one and only Iron Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. in the battle for the ages, where we see who's got the biggest balls.
They got balls.
And I mean, I'd be wrong if I didn't say my money is on Iron Mike Tyson. This man looks like an ebony god. I mean, he looks like a beast. He looks scary. At 54, he looks better than I ever did, and I just turned 22. I already feel like I'm past my peak, but look at this guy. He looks like he's almost at the same level, if not better, than when he was in his prime. And you're telling me Roy Jones Jr., a man who isn't even a natural heavyweight, has a chance to go up against this beast? I don't think he's got the facilities.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
To even contend. Tyson isn't even a man when he steps into this ring. I mean, look at this animal. At 54 years old, he's moving like this. At 54 years old. I'll be lucky to still be walking without assistance the rate my legs are going. My hips are already shutting down. My knees are shutting down. I mean, my knees have been shutting down since I was about 12. So, Jesus Christ, this man is insane. Now, don't get me wrong, Roy Jones is a deadly guy in his own right and deserves as much respect too. He may not have the household name that Tyson does, but I mean, you can't really contend with this man. Iron Mike Tyson, the man with the funniest voice.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's really exciting. It's really exciting.
But he's definitely not a joke in the ring. Okay, cool. You know, Roy can do a couple rollouts, which I don't think I could even do one of anymore. But that's not the point. It's not about me. I'm not the one fighting in the ring. I don't know what he's doing here, but it looks like something out of a Davina McCall aerobic fit or weight loss program video.
You're halfway, fantastic.
And his shadow boxing, while quick for a 50-year-old, looked a bit like a man spazzing out while thinking about the mistake he's made challenging Iron Mike. Meanwhile, Iron Mike is doing things like this. And so, you know, you can only imagine what a man who's doing this is gonna do to a man that can do all of this. And I can't forget about the real main event. The main event that most people born in 2000 are really going to be looking forward to. The main event between the clout beasts. Literally, they switched out reach for Instagram followers on the tail of the tape. I mean, I guess it is a different kind of reach, but I don't think it's going to have any bearing on the fight at all. Unless Jake Paul will use the power of all 13.5 million followers in his left jab. But I've got confidence that Nate will use the power of 10,000 slaves to whoop this man's behind. But yeah, I looked into this fight out of pure curiosity, and while I hate both Pauls, Jake and Logan, and I think that what they both stand for is absolute bullcrap, I want Nate to smack him up. I do sadly think that Jake's gonna win simply because Jake's been boxing now for about 2 to 3 years versus Nate's couple months. But if Nate manages to grab this guy, oh, I'll be so happy. I'll probably be happier than if Man United somehow end up going on like a 5-game unbeaten streak. But yeah, it goes without saying, nothing but respect to all these gladiators. I could only wish I was in their position doing the things that they're doing. And as much as I hate the Pauls, big respect to them for actually, you know, undergoing and undertaking the training and taking it seriously too, because they could have very easily just kept up trash talking their opponents, talking about how they're going to win in the first round for a knockout and this and that. But credit where credit's due, they did actually train, and Jake's trying to take this boxing thing seriously from what I've seen. And ultimately, may the best gladiator win. If I was a betting man, my money would be on Tyson and Jake Paul. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to be watching it on Sunday morning. I think the main event should start around 4 o'clock in the morning. So right after my stream, I'm going to be there. If you're going to be on watching it, drop me a message or something. You know, we can watch it together. But yeah, until next time, take care.